Hello, it is currently 1:23 in the morning. I just couldn't go to sleep because I was being haunted by something. I was close my eyes and I would just see Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 Engineer because he's such a weird kit. And if you were to imagine like four quadrants, like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? He'd be in like that third quadrant where you want to go back, you want to be backwards because he's kind of weak. He doesn't really have that much health. He doesn't really have that much health, defense, or anything like that. Besides like a current couple things that you can do. But so for the most part, you're sticking back and you're just shooting and you're just firing. And the weird thing about him, like I said, is that he's supposed to be like the zombie alternative of like a peashooter, where like the peashooter is annoying and they have splash damage and go and you shoot next to the splash damage. Except he plays nothing like peashooter. He plays a lot more like a regular zombie man. You know what I mean? Like I said, Reg Engineer, he's quite a bit of fun. He has 3 abilities and they're all amazing. They're all great abilities like that. The only way that you really play like peashooter is if you're on the jackhammer, because then you get in the faces of plants, you run them over so they come on going backwards, and you can shoot them in the face and stuff like that, and you do a lot of damage. Which is the funny thing, is that he's so deceptively strong because he feels like he does a lot of damage, and then you play him and he just doesn't really do that much damage, but you shoot and it's like 30-60 shots, maybe if you have better accuracy than me. But like I said, he thrives in this sort of weird spot between he's like a pea shooter and like a zombie pea shooter in a way, but he's not really, because like a peashooter, he interacts really well with, I think, these like elemental effects. I think it's because of the splash damage. So something like electricity on, I don't know, like electric chomper or something like that. He breathes out the electricity and he sucks. Most chompers are really bad at crowd control. This guy is somehow worse because he has the breath. But electrician and electric P especially, these guys are amazing at clearing out huge hordes of whatever they're fighting against. You know, someone like a welder, his fire just goes so much longer. It's so much easier to get this fire. Sanitation expert, it's so much easier to get that poison on plants. But then there's a few, something like plumber, where it's, I don't know, it just doesn't really work as well. You know, it's funny in between the status effect and the splash damage, where plumber sits in like a weird spot. He sits in a weird spot. He's already a really weird character because you shoot, but he does like slightly more splash than regular engineer, but he loses a little bit on a couple other aspects, so he kind of sucks. But he does not suck. You know, people say, oh, plumber's the worst one. I think that was Wolfie plays somehow. AC Perry has got to be one of the most confusing and terrible guys in the entire game. I mean, the entire game, not even just engineer. Someone like Landscaper, his whole thing is that he fires quicker, right? He fires quicker. You know, someone like Welder is that he fires quicker. He's fully automatic, and Welder is amazing. He's one of the best characters in the game. And Landscaper is amazing. He's one of the best engineers. He's not one of the best characters. He's like high mid tier, I would say. AC Perry takes both of these things, but he sucks. Like I said, Landscaper shoots faster, but he has 8 shots and he does like 30 damage on each of those shots, which sounds like a lot. And AC Perry has 12, but 12 he's fully automatic, right? So, but how much damage does he do? He does 9 to 7 damage. Why does he do 9 to 7 damage? It's so funny because I feel like it's almost like the cold effect would have been too strong on freaking engineer, so they had to nerf him. They had to make him terrible, where he does no damage, he has no health, he's so insanely pathetic. He takes forever to reload, and when he does reload, you have like 4 shots. You shoot 4 times and then you have to wait 12 fucking seconds before you could shoot again, and he's just so frustrating and unfun. Unlike, like I said, Mechanic, who is amazing. He is just amazing. He's just a soldier, because to me, abilities in the soldier worse. I mean, I would say Bolt Blaster is maybe just a little bit better than Smoke Cloud. Smoke Cloud like sort of gets the job here. His soldier, the 3 abilities are amazing. Like I said, Jackhammer has so much versatility. You can Roadie Z right in front of plants and stuff like that. The only thing that makes it a little bit worse is that you can't really get to the same places like Peashooter could. Peashooter has hyper, obviously, but it does so much more damage. I use it a lot more as engineer than I do as Peashooter. Maybe that's just because I completed Peashooter a while ago. And then obviously the Sonic Grenade is so stupid. It's right on the verge to where it's like maybe it should get nerfed, but I don't know. I think it interrupts your attack just enough where it's like maybe it's not that bad. So like I said, his 3 abilities are amazing. Welder is amazing. Mechanic is I like Plumber, I like Electrician, I hate AC Perry. Roadie Z is alright. I feel like he should have some far away ability, maybe, I mean, maybe you could say that's Bolt Blaster, but I don't know. I've never felt like he did enough damage up close. Uh, 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 um, so yeah.